Huh? Huh?
Yeah, I have nothing to say. There is no excuse for this. Let's just get started. Going into 2023, I didn't have any set expectations for the comebacks this year. I just wasn't expecting anything as I was still riding the high of 2022. Also, getting your hopes up when nothing is promised is always gonna not result greatly, so I was just ready to have some fun. But let me tell you, 2023 has been a brilliant year for K-pop. I am in awe at how fun everything has been and have enjoyed just living in the moment with the comebacks. Finally, we are back in the era of full lyrical choruses. I mean, the trade-off were songs being mostly under 3 minutes now, but I'll take what I can get. In terms of what counts as a comeback, for me what I tried to count was a song with a music video and promotion and performances. So pre-release singles with performances, promotion before the full album and comeback does count. I judge them on different merits, such as a song itself, obviously, the concept, performances, choreography. Also, there's 30 comebacks and some honourable mentions I want to talk about, so let's just start now.
Get up.
This is very recent, so my thoughts still aren't as concrete and could easily change, but I love what it is so far. I love how Crazy Form focuses on the individuality of the members, and the cinematography of the music video is wild. The song is also quite different for them. I feel like it's a bit more mellow, but it's still as well produced as ever. This has been a great year for Ateez. This is also a late entry this year, but I am very obsessed with it right now. Maniac is such a well-produced song. It's so light and airy, but the underlying tone of seduction pulls it all together. The choreography is captivating, and this feels like a comeback only seasoned idols such as the members of Ateez can pull off. Their first proper comeback after their debut, and Kiss of Life did not miss. The vocals are so strong, and the music video and concept really reminds me of early to mid 2000s songs like Scandalous by Mystique. Again, because this is kind of recent, I might change my mind and it might go up a bit more, but for now I'm keeping it in the honourable mentions. This really shouldn't have worked, and I'm not surprised that Olivia's team didn't send a cease and desist to Yena, but I cannot lie, this song is good. Yena has nailed the candy-infested bright rock sound she is going for, if that makes any sense, and the obvious references to other Olivia Rodrigo music videos and concepts is fun. The surface level commentary about being jealous or obsessed of other artists who are successful or on the rise is an interesting perspective to tell, especially when it isn't explored that much in K-pop. Yuki is also a great addition to it, but yeah, interesting concept but fun song.
Ready, set, and
Odd Eye Circle coming back and having a comeback that is infused with the sound and concept. That made me fall in love with Odd Eye Circle in the first place. It's a great feeling. The mix of vocals making me want to float, the electronic whizzes, and the continuous running bass and the da-da-da is amazing. Jinsol with the eye patch is iconic, and the styling with the black suits also just so fun. For me, I got some heist theming from it as well. Synth pop is always the way to go for them. So who let this boy group debut with such a great song? This song doesn't drop the ball once with its bright energy and whimsical production. In Bloom is paced greatly with slow sections like the pre-chorus, which then booms with a fast-paced chorus, which feels full and stuffed with great vocal work. The music video does the best thing with continuing the floral theme with the abundance of flowers in it. The best thing is that these boys are so expressive. I could really tell they were having fun with their debut song, and it kind of makes me root for them. It is always fun listening to this.
what's your ETA? What's your ETA? What's your ETA? What's your ETA?
As soon as it starts, I'm already hooked. I know other people found the horn sounds too much or obnoxious throughout the song. For me though, it's the glue that makes a song whole and complete. In other words, I love it. I'm glad that New Jeans decided to use one of their title tracks to show that they can be different and try different sounds. ETA is also a perfect summer song. Maybe it's the music video being a quintessential like pool party with a dance outside to the gas station kind of representing the spontaneity of summer nights. It's just a great time all around.
But I can say it. Killing me,
like this comeback just kind of came and went, but if there's at least one thing to take away from this, is that Jungkook is a legendary performer that only comes once a generation. I really don't think anyone else could body the song, the choreo and the energy the way she did. The music video reminds me of going on the music channels and TV during the 2000s and watching the summer hits of the year. What stands out most to me in the song is the hook in the chorus and the post-chorus, and of course Jungkook's heavenly vocals brings it all together. I really hope we get more solos of the Twice members next year.
Check the facts, go check that. Check the facts, go check that. Check the stats, go check that. Check that, check that.
This has been my jam literally in the past week, and I also was literally listening to this when writing the video as well. So yeah, I'm obsessed with it. Fact check is a booming craze of fun with a dash of funk that, yes, reminds me and a lot of people of I Like to Move It, Move It. And I'm also obsessed with this remix.
Check the facts, go check that. Check the facts, go check that. Check the stats, go check that. Check that, check that.
This is a great mix of NCT's experimental sounds and keeping it simple. The beat is addicting and the layers of vocals done by the members are great. It's one of those songs that, while short, it works well with that nothing feels missing or overdone. I wish there was a bit more creativity with the music video and concepts, but that's not to say it wasn't fun either. Great comeback overall.
So if you're ready, and if you let me, I wanna see it in motion in 3D.
The I love that Stacey is keeping the bubblegum pop sound alive. At first, I was a bit skeptical on how kiddie, for lack of a better word, would be, but they really pull it off. I like how there's a large focus on the choreography in the music video, as it makes you really want to get up and dance. And the message of bubble being how people try and box me into a label idea, but I'll burst out of it like a bubble, and I'll always be free and happy is great. The English version also conveys it really well. And Stacey has always been quite good at having just fun pop songs with lyrics that are quite meaningful, have quite good lessons. The complementing tones of orange and pink throughout the music video, the styling and concept photos really adds to the summer flair as well. I think where Stacey is at is a strong point currently, and I can't wait to see what they do next. This juicy R&B tune is the side of NCT people love to ignore. NCT have always had great R&B and neo-soul tunes underneath their layer, and Behemoth, that is their unnatural and experimental tracks. So using their first sub-unit of 3 members as an R&B exhibition is magnificent. If Perfume does count as part of their pantheon of all NCT comebacks, it would be one of their best, as it refines their best aspects of R&B, as well as let Jaehyun, Doyoung and Jungwoo let loose and just explore their seductive side. The music video has great moments of the choreography, but I love the focus and close-up shots of the rest of it, focusing on the boys and the settings and the atmosphere, making it very romantic. These are mythological beings come down to earth to rest for a bit. Please check out this and the album if you haven't yet. Sometimes I do forget that this came out this year. Not that the comeback and song itself is forgettable, more that Twice has been doing so much this year, especially with a successful tour, that it just doesn't cross my mind as much. And whilst there's not anything groundbreaking for Twice, there's still so much to chew on and enjoy. Like I said last time, it still does feel like something is missing from this to make it extra better, but let's not act like it isn't one of their best choruses and demonstrates the girls' vocals talents so well. Jonghyun and Mina really stand out in this comeback as well. I would love to see a full group comeback soon, but those girls deserve a rest after a lot of touring. I feel that Cake is kind of underrated. It keeps the same Itzy charm that everyone fell in love with at their debut, and it has a great mix of the badass Itzy they've grown into as well, with the bright and weird tones that makes them stand out. I don't know if this is a bold statement, but I think Itzy has some of the best styling in the entire industry right now. Every comeback, I always remember at least 1 or 2 outfits from it, and they are always great. Each time they're all cohesive, they're also tailored to each member perfectly and makes them stand out on their own. Like in Cake, you have the pastel coloured outfits in the neighbourhood scene compared to the the more leather and biker chic with the bold blacks, reds and whites at the airport scene. It's those little details of cohesivity in the music which makes it more memorable and stands out. I also love how it seems that the members are controlling the camera as well, and the transitions flow so well. I really like Cake as a song as well, and the choreo with the cutting the cake is also a fun touch I like. Overall, another good comeback from Itzy.
Right. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week.
This was part 1 of my song of the summer. It's bouncy, flirtatious and incredibly exciting. Jungkook really stepped up to his title of being the main pop boy and delivered an amazing pre-release single for his upcoming album. Jungkook also gave the best performance in a music video this year, as him constantly trying to get Han So-hee back by doing the most is the most fun I've had watching a music video this year. This is also one of the many dances I've learnt this year, so I do have a soft spot for it. The sharp moves mixed with the bouncy ones fit the drum and bass sound so well, and altogether shows how great 7 is.
Slow it down, make it bounce. 지금부터 fly. 좀 더 spicy. 청양고추 fry.
I mean, what do I even say? It's bouncy. It's almost like Ateez magnum opus and the combination of all their greatness. I mean, that's how it feels to me. The ferocity and attack the song and music video portrays is so refreshing and creates such a good experience. The aspect ratio of the video being 4:3 instead of the usual 16:9, with the camera having a slight fishbowl effect in some moments, creates a very intimate and controlled perspective. The camera moving with the dance moves from the members just shows how in control they are, and it's just so much fun viewing it that way. I really cannot find anything I dislike about this comeback. It's that good.
We come back just like this. We gotta move like this.
Kiss of Life debuted in the best way possible. The first title track was a hit that felt fresh and unique with memorable vocal moments, production and choreography. The outfits were already iconic, and the accompanying music videos for each of the individual members and the music video itself for Shush was great. Instantly, they have great legs to stand on and set themselves up for success. Shush is a little pocket of confidence and power that makes Kiss of Life a monster rookies. They already feel established in the industry even after one comeback, and that's just the energy I like to see.
Just keep on chasing, chasing that feeling. Chasing that feeling.
I'm not going to lie, sometimes when I watch the music video for this, I'm almost waiting for some IP or brand to pop up, because this music video does feel like one of those. Not in a bad way, just more my fight or flight instincts being set off. TXT continuing their magical fantasy streak with Chasing That Feeling is great. I love the setting of the darker side of the city, even though they do start in the sewers for some reason. Alright, Spider-Man. It's one of those cases where the song really does speak for itself, and the music video doesn't really add to it, but it's still nice. Chasing That Feeling is just a great continuation of the 80s and inspired synth pop that we've been had for a couple of years, but TXT seem to evolve it and make it seem fun rather than something we've heard before, which is nice. I think my favourite part of this song is the pre-chorus because it builds up so much great tension and excitement. I always enjoy what TXT put out, so whilst this isn't their greatest of all time, it's still a fun listen. TXT are so good. And whilst I didn't include it as a comeback, back for more, and to be honest, let's talk about Do It Like That. Both really good songs, great collabs, so fun, full of energy, catchy, amazing pop songs. TXT's performance skills and presence are amazing.
I'm a baddie, but the baddie, pretty little risky baddie. 뭐든 될 대로 되라지. Catch me if you can.
I think most people have agreed that Baddie was IVE's way of being a typical girl crush concept to see how they fare with it, and to also diverse their image a bit. And it was a blast, and one of the best girl crush comebacks of the year, I can't lie. IVE have such a great refined style that when they branch out to do different concepts, they still hold what makes IVE IVE. Baddie has the usual colour palettes of pinks, blacks and reds, all things found in a girl crush concept basically, but it has some elegance part of it as well. I don't know, but it doesn't have the complete rough around the edges that all girl crushes do. The song itself is fun. I wasn't expecting much, but I was pleasantly surprised with what we got, and it's deserving to be part of IVE's pantheon of great music. I know Baddie might seem repetitive and the high pitch whirring throughout could seem weird to some people. I just think it just goes well with a weird kind of streaky and messiness, but it somehow gets pulled together with like the na-na-nas and the thumping bass throughout. I don't know, it just weirdly shouldn't work, but it does. And I kind of love it when that happens. I can't explain what it works, it just does, and I kind of just like leaving it there. Although the other pre-release singles, Either Way and Off the Record, were probably better and 100% some of IVE's best work, and Either Way especially is just phenomenal. It breaks IVE into new territories and that makes them even better.
You just gotta love me like this, love me like that, love me like this, love me like that.
This is the song that got me really into NMIX, so I owe it a lot. It has one of my favourite choreographies of the year. It's because it was the first one I learnt. I just remember seeing it on music shows and I was like, I just have to learn it. The power and the energy this song has is never ever once drops in the song, and it is just so fun. It never stops or breaks, and the foundations of like the little maracas, I think, it's like the little shaker noise, I don't know how to say it, but it's so good. Mixed with the drum beats are just addictive. It really reminds me of something that would be released like 2014, 2015, but so much more evolved, and makes just have that girl group pop down. I love the continuous fast pacing as well, as it also commits to it and uses it to its advantage. The costumes and styling, music video sets and cinematography is just still weird, and it brings it all together. Whilst it's probably one of NMIX's more digestible songs, it still has a lot of weirdness that makes NMIX NMIX.
You wanna be the queen car, queen car, queen car, queen car.
G-Idol cemented their status as legends with this comeback. Everything this song was trying to be, it achieved. The lyrics are the best part, singing them out loud is so much fun. There is a level of kind of campness and unseriousness to it, which some people don't like. It works for me so well, maybe just because there's almost like a drag aspect to it, which I love. I could easily see a drag queen just like performing the hell out of it. It's just perfect for that kind of stuff. The music video references to chick flicks from the noughties and the abundance of pink and satin outfits, and the general over-the-topness of everything is what Queen Card is, being yourself to the extreme and not caring what others think. The bass guitar is a perfect opener and ender and a great foundation to lead the song along, but I love how it's their vocal performances and the expressions of the members that are the main point of this song. It's just absolutely iconic.
I'm super shy, but wait a minute while I make you mine, make you mine. 달리는 지금도 you're on my mind all the time.
This is the second part of my song of the summer, as it has probably my favourite choreography of the year. I'm obsessed with it and I learnt it as well. It is incredibly hard, but it's worth it. Another song that almost benefits from being shorter than usual. It starts and ends with the same high energy and it doesn't overstay its welcome at all. I like the sporty aesthetic of the music video as well. Filmed in this beautiful town in Portugal, it really amplifies the summer feeling it's going for. New Jeans makes flash mobs look really cool as well. Great progression of the drum and bass sounds they're known for, but again the vocal work really carries the sound of the song. Probably my new favourite New Jeans title track, I can't lie, it's so good.
Oh, I sure will love me again. No, I don't want nobody else.
This is probably the most beautiful and warm release of this year. It is the late night jazz sessions, and you can still feel the summer heat lingering in the air, but getting closer to those crisp autumn nights as well. It's so relaxing. It's so heavenly. Tae's smooth voice worked out so well with this nightly jazz serenade. We know how jazz and R&B were in Tae's wheelhouse, and we've had a great taste of it before. To finally have a fully formed release, focusing on the sound with a beautiful concept to go with. That red sequined outfit is godlike, it's beautiful. I'm saving a lot of my thoughts for a future video on this, which is in the works, I promise. But this is one of my favourite releases this year. It's glamorous and romantic, yet so forlorn and sad. There's a lot to dive into that I like, but like I said, I will save for another time.
The devil said, give me more, give me more.
Big props to this being one of the first comebacks this year, as it really held its own for a long time. The more fairy tale-esque magical fantasy TXT we're going for here remind me of Blue Hour and Runaway a lot, but evolved to a level of experienced TXT art now. Every detail and decision made with the concept was perfection. Sugar Rush Ride is also perfectly paced. It has great slow and fast movements that build tension and intrigue. I think I am more now on the side of liking the anti-drop, but sometimes I do want a bit more from it. The final chorus is epic though. The beating guitar and kind of funkiness to it is also amazing. The choreo is also intriguing as it doesn't feel very controlled, but I think that's on purpose. There are some moments when the boys can slow and control their movement, but when they let loose, it's great. This is really, really good, and TXT really set the standard for comebacks this year.
'Cause I'm too spicy for your heart. Like a fire alarm. 심장을 파고드는 너. I'm too spicy.
This has grown on me so much more since its release, and I love how it breaks out the Kwangya and SMCU concept that aespa almost got stuck in. Whilst there are some references to it, it's not bogged down by it, nor does the comeback rely on it. It also proves that aespa can really master like a preppy summer concept, which opens up a whole new world for them to expand out to. It does really feel like the right progression for them. I can see this being like the trailer music for Mean Girls or other 2000s chick flicks, as it has that confident girly energy that should be celebrated more, and the girls fit right into the concept as well. The expressions that all the girls bring this era is amazing. I just think of Karina's blonde hair every time she killed it this era. I can't really pinpoint down right away what makes this song hit right. The instrumental is a weird distorted electronic sound that shouldn't have worked as well as it did, mixed with a lot of bass. It does have a good dubstep feel to it from like the early 2010s, yet it sounds incredibly poppy. It's insane how well it works. I think like it has that obvious techno futurism aespa is known for, mixed with a great pop sound, so it still feels aespa, but it experiments with such a good sound and a good concept. I think its use of the girls' voices again carries the song and gives it extra layers of characters. You have the amazing chant singing from Karina and Giselle, mixed with Ning Ning's and Winter's obviously outstanding voices and singing that they can do. I'm obsessed with all the outfits this era, especially the ones at the end of the music videos. Winter's green outfit I need right now. I just love this era for aespa. But do you know what I even love more for aespa?
I bring all the drama, I bring drama, bring my girls in the back,
Drama. This is what girls should have been, but drama just knocks it out of the park even more. While Spicy started to break out the box of Kwangya, drama showed how aespa can still be aespa without the SMCU storyline, the queens of Y2K, futurism and K-pop. Drama also feels like the strongest title track vocally along with Savage, some of the best styling as well. It feels incredibly refined and realised and not just some layering random pieces of clothes like we've had before for them. The music video is also just absolute cinema, reminiscent of action films during the 90s, something like Blade or Kill Bill, or even some stuff I've just seen in John Wick. It's insane using the red mixed with the black silhouettes. It's so cool. Drama feels above other darker girl crush concepts, going for a way more action-packed concept, and it's perfect for aespa.
Counting stars, if you're at that's me. In my world.
S-Class is a return to form for Stray Kids, and with it having a very niche sound and focusing on weird sounds and a lot of change-ups as well. For some it won't work, which again I can understand. It's not going to be for everyone, but for me it always works, and it's why I'm a huge fan of Stray Kids. They take big risks and don't hold back to sounding weird, and S-Class is almost self-aware in that aspect, which I love. Stray Kids don't hold back this time talking about their achievements and how other people perceive them, but how they just don't care about that and what high they're on, and good for them, they deserve to have that feeling. The dance is also interesting as it teeters on the verge of looking intricate and clever or being quite awkward and janky, but luckily the smooth parts manage to connect it all together so it flows nicely, but it also has the powerful parts to be as strong as it needs to be. The music video is also bombastic and loves to make use of the bird eye view shot as well. It has some fun sets like the bridge at the start, the pool and the underground bit, but I think it does lack some cohesivity that misses out on being one of their best. It feels like a natural evolution for Stray Kids, even more bombastic, dramatic and over the top than ever, but somehow even more refined than something like Thunderous. I think this would be higher if not for another Stray Kids comeback this year. I mean, it's still top 10, so I still love it.
Yeah. 이 노래는 해금 yeah. 올라타봐 지금 yeah. 복작되는 리듬 어쩌면 이 또한 또 다른 해금 yeah.
With a lot of the comebacks I already talked about in my middle of year ranking, I find it hard to not say what I already said then, but also they do still apply. Augusty keeps getting better and better, and Hegum is the culmination of all the pain and growth from the journey the character has been through and has unleashed the true Augusty. The music video is stunning narratively and it mixes a clear story with a lot of metaphorical and subtle ideas. Again, I want to do a video on this in the future as there's so many details to look through. But I love how it seems to be a fight between the two sides of August, with him ending himself at the end, representing him letting go finally. Hegum is structured similarly to Digital, but it somehow feels more angry and aggressive than its predecessor. August is releasing everything to finish off his enemy, and I love how it just keeps going and going. That's the song really pausing or stopping for the second, except in the little pre-chorus part. But even then, it's not slowing down, it's just getting more power to release. It's full throttle from there. I also just want to appreciate the short video of the amazing choreography for Hegum that we never got to see again, even so the energy Yoongi brought to his tour when performing this song was like no other. Every single word, every beat, every moment is full of power. It's somehow both grounded and godlike. Hegum is always going to be a force to be reckoned with.
That's my life, this 아름다운 galaxy. Be a writer, 장르로는 fantasy.
I Am is still standing strong. When I was ranking all the comebacks, it wouldn't budge out of the top 10. It's one of the strongest girl group releases and is a perfect all-rounder in all areas. It feels like the culmination of their first 3 comebacks and a series finale to their first year as a group. It is polished, complete and celebratory in both the message and concept. It's full of luxury gold, silvers and whites, sparks and fireworks, black suits and a new smell of perfume. IVE have cemented themselves in luxury and elegance, and I Am is just the cherry on top. The combination of the soft electric guitar and the amazing synths creates a booming dramatic pop song, perfect for IVE and perfect to cement them as a powerhouse of K-pop. I am still in shock from listening to this for the first time. I didn't expect the sound or direction at all, and I'm still in awe. 7 and 3D were great pop songs from different areas of the genre, but Standing Next to You takes it to another level with how classy and show-stopping its presence is. The dance switches between sharp, precise hits to floaty and elegant control. Jungkook is an absolutely outstanding dancer, and this song makes him shine even more. The music video seems really dystopian, but also has elements of musical theatre in there as well. It's kind of hard to pinpoint what the music video is going for sometimes, but the sets are phenomenal. I love how they pick shapes and positions in the shots and sets that always centres Jungkook and make him the main attention. And the cinematography really adds to it. It feels like a music video for a song that is also part of a film, with elements of late 80s and early 90s action films. Standing Next to You is a triumphant hit and is a perfect lead track for Jungkook's first solo adventure.
Just feel the rock, feel the rock. Just feel the rock, feel the rock.
Now, this is what I love from Stray Kids. It's absolutely one of their best title tracks and I already loved it. I love it more each time I listen to it. The core and beat of the song is so addicting, and a mix of Afrobeats and the use of the genre called funk, which has a great history behind it by the way, is amazing. La 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 is a big booming and thumping song that has endless energy to it. The constant movement in the music video from the different sets. I love the pirate outfits, especially Hyunjin and Changbin in those looks, amazing. The ending scene with the ending on the song is always absolutely fire, quite literally has fire in it, but it is always so energetic. Stray Kids have this great way of controlling the camera to emphasize how magnificent and bombastic the entire music video is. My only one gripe with this song is not really the song itself, it's actually the title. La 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 is just bit too basic and a bit too just kind of like, oh, we just need to find a song title quickly, let's put it on there. I feel like something called Feel the Rock or even just The Rock would have done it so much better and appealed way more. Whilst La 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 feels more like, I don't know, it feels like one of those titles you might look at it and some people might just skip it just because like, it's a bit of a generic song title, well, something like Feel the Rock really grounds it more into its concept and makes it understand more. The La 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 Rock version is also great as well. But even with that, this is an absolutely amazing comeback for Stray Kids. It's everything I love from them. They keep growing each time, their performance skills, their production skills, the way they perform with their voices and expression, the dance, the music video is amazing as well. I just love everything about this. Again, like I said, I want to do a deep dive on Slow Dancing, the whole comeback, the whole layover album, and it's flirting and dancing with the emptiness of longing, but also the love of looking back at memories. Slow Dancing is one of those songs which doesn't really have a narrative, but the song just speaks as a feeling. It's a feeling that it produces. It puts you into a clear memory, a clear state of mind, and you know exactly where you are when you listen to it. You can envision yourself in a place of warmth, being in summer, being with friends, and Slow Dancing just brings that together. And it speaks so much with just the music. The ending bit in both the piano and original version is just sung by the saxophone or the piano notes itself. It really goes for the full instrumental talking. It goes for the full ambience and atmosphere. The music video accompaniment is beautiful. The mix of the Portuguese geography with the Rocky Mountain, not the actual Rocky Mountains in the US, the fact that the mountains are quite rocky in Portugal. Often sprigs of greenery from the trees, and then you see the blue aquamarine jewel-like water in the summer, the beautiful imagery of Tay and his friends in the water boating the fruits as well. There's so much to love and enjoy about this comeback. It's a very easy song to put on and enjoy, but once you dig deeper, there's a treasure trove there. Tay really showed his talent and variety of knowledge and expressions with his music in his comeback, and Slow Dancing is such a joy.
I didn't look at what a chill kill. I know you will bring me lightning like a winner.
I mean, I think at this point Red Velvet are one of those groups that no matter what they release, I will enjoy it and it will be up there. Yes, I'm going to have some bias towards them, but that's just because ever since being a fan of them in 2018, everything they released has never disappointed me once. And that is no different with Chill Kill. This is my first full album comeback with them because I just joined right after Peekaboo era, so I kind of shot myself in the foot waiting 6 years for the next album. But it's here, so all that anger towards SM is not really gone, it's always going to be there, but at least they got the album. Chill Kill is just such an interesting mix because obviously it really teases on the Velvet side, but it has that light at the end of the tunnel that sometimes isn't there in the Velvet comebacks. The only time it really is there is with Psycho, and then you have that Hey Now We'll Be Okay at the end. Chill Kill is literally, well, the music video literally shows the girls basically killing, I think, their not so nice father or person in their life, and then escaping to get away from the police, and then getting caught by the police, but being like, you know what, who cares, let's dance and do that. I think, again, I might have to do a deep dive, and you have to do a deep dive on half these comebacks, they're so good. But it's about revenge. It's about standing up for yourself and getting rid of the evil in this world. Chill Kill is an interesting, obviously kind of gothic telling of girls kind of going mad as well. It's got those elements of horror, obviously. I mean, Red Velvet do horror and the macabre and the supernatural so well, but the almost hopeful like chorus kind of puts them into angelic status in a way. They're almost like angels or cherubs dressed in beautiful bright clothing, put in this dark situation that they have to get through, and it's beautiful. Chill Kill itself is so good. Again, it's Red Velvet, so whilst I've literally talked about everyone else's vocal performance in all these comebacks, Red Velvet go above and beyond because that's their Red Velvet. They are vocal queens, no one is touching them. They carry it so well. Each member has an amazing moment. Joy opening, she does absolutely amazing as well. I love Yeri's Don't Forget If You're Hut 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 in the pre-chorus as well. All the girls, of course, do amazing. They mix together their voices so well, and I think it really builds up to a magnificent ending and a magnificent bridge. I mean, Red Velvet's bridges are always amazing, but this one just hits so different in the best way possible. I really like the outfits in the music video. Of course, I just love the ending scene when they are escaping by running from the police and they just decide to stop and just start dancing. It really feels like a great end to this chapter of finally finishing their album. I'm so glad it's not another Reed Festival, but for something that we've been waiting for a long time, it is worth it. The emotions, the heartfelt, the excitement, the angst, the gothic, the tragedy, the romance of it all, it was completely worth it. But of course, there was only one comeback I think I always knew would top this list, and that is Like Crazy. I mean, if you want to know what I think of Like Crazy to its fullest, I do have a 40-minute long video about it and its narrative and what it is. Like Crazy as a song is absolute pop perfection to me. I mean, I knew Jimin was an amazing performer and artist. I knew he had this in him, but seeing it realised, but also him going above and beyond is a treat. Every time Like Crazy comes on, it's still as fresh and as immersive as the day I first heard it. I think in the back of my head, coming down to it, I knew Like Crazy would never be not on that top spot. Everything about it is fully realised as my favourite narrative of the year, my favourite concept. The actual title track is probably one of my favourite songs of the year. The music video I could watch for so long. Maybe it's finding my own meaning in it and then properly realising it made it first, but at the end of the day, Like Crazy is the best comeback of this year for me, no doubt about it. And those were my favourite K-pop comebacks of the year. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I managed to explain why I love these and what I love about them. Obviously, I've got my album and song video coming up next, so please subscribe and stay tuned for that. And thank you very much for watching.